video series, which is intended to provide actionable items so you could become more aligned and congruent within. Um, 2024 is a leap year. If you didn't know that, that's how the 366 came to be. And today's topic is about currency. Now, normally when people think of currency, they think of money and they think of debt, which we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about two things today: debt, currency, and I'm going to talk about Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King had a currency and it had nothing to do about money. Martin Luther King, if you think about what you've read about him, if you think about what you know about him, and you might think, okay, civil rights, a civil rights movement, but really the currency that Martin Luther King, his primary currency in which he was tapped into, was a currency of strength. So even though he was fighting for something, his primary currency was that of strength. So when you want to look at currency, you want to look at currency as far as energy flow. So Martin Luther King wasn't against something, he was fighting for something. And I think that's a distinction that a lot of people misunderstand about um, when people are in conflict. You want to fight for something, advocate for something. You want to get into a currency that works in alignment with your soul and your purpose for being here. So I think that was pretty cool. Martin Luther King has always been somewhat of an inspiration for me. Before I even read about Martin Luther King, I was always interested in what was going on in South Africa and so forth, and Nelson Mandela. But that's a little bit about me personally. So, well, let's talk more about currency, because those two men have that primary currency in mind, which is strength. So, when you think about going day to day, one of the primary currency that many people, when you think of our collective consciousness, many people are really tapped into what's called a poverty consciousness. So that aligns very much with a debt currency. So where people are, I'm sure you've seen people that are walking debt. Like literally you look at them and they're lifeless. They're alive, like in that they are breathing, but their currency about what they're focusing on is really depleting. So it's really interesting to see how currency works, because the strength in which the currency or flow is occurring will be very much determined by the person and the level of effort or energy that they put towards a particular topic. So currency changes with the different aspects or focuses that people have. So when you're thinking about a debt currency, or an enslavement to debt, or a fear of being in debt, or a limited in consciousness, like I don't have enough money to do dot 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 dot, whatever it is, that would be something that might be directly impacting your ability to get into the currency of affluence, because it's a different way of being. And when I say a currency of affluence, it doesn't just um, mean money, although it absolutely does mean currency of money, but it also means currency of joy, of playfulness. It's like an abundance, an affluence, a flow. So when you look at your life and you're looking at all the directions in which your energy can flow, like, right, we have personal, we have financial, we have our health, we have our wellness, we have communities, we have our relationships. All these things have energy flows, right? So if you think of them as like tributaries or rivers, we're feeding them or not feeding them on a regular basis. to create more balance, you want to have balance. So you got to be able to have awareness about where your currency is going. And the best way to identify where your currency is going is to identify where you might have a level of polarity, where something is, you're either very strong in one area, or you are very negative or judgmental about something in another area. And that will show you where you are in polarity, and those polarities pull your energy, right? They fragment energy. So without awareness of where your energy is going, you can't redirect your currency. So the first thing to do is to just kind of do a scan of what's going on for you and where is your currency going, and is your currency going in the direction that, one, is alignment for yourself, your soul, your purpose for being here, or two, in alignment with your goals, three, in alignment with your values. Those are three simple checks that you could do. And once you have awareness that, oh my gosh, my energy is going into this resistance towards my boss, or this disdain for this credit card company, or whatever it is, now you can make a decision, and it's in your conscious choice where you have more power to grow and change the flow of your currency. So, cheers to being in sync. I am Kiannaa Sage, and I guide people to peace. Have a great day. Bye.